Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Now joining us from Chabad of Bel Air, one of our favorite people, Rabbi Mentz.
My favorite.
Hey.
Yes, Rabbi
Got it,
Mentz.
you got it. Good to see you, good to see you. I'm impressed. You guys, you come here. I remember coming here to the show weeks ago. Man, you guys didn't even have a crumb. Now, someone upped the budget on you. I'm telling you, I come into the green room, there's food, pastries galore. Heard you helped me out on the pastries, huh? Woo!
Isn't it nice?
I'm telling you, you want to eat a good breakfast once in a while? You come here, just make believe you're a guest. Whoa! No, I'm talking serious. It was very good. Thank you.
Well, we're borrowing a lot of money from China to produce the show. So, as is
we can get
everybody
into a
else.
political thing. By the way, one more thing.
Yes.
Why is it that I'm always on the anti-Semitism? Am I the anti of Semites?
No, but you're an expert. You know what's going on. You want to do something else next time? Tell us. What do you want to do?
No, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We go with the flow. Let's
Well,
go.
if
What
the
do we got?
anti-Semites, they're watching us, so we're watching them. And
Talking about something else. The other night,
sure.
you got to realize something. Hanukkah was just a couple of days ago. So I'm standing by my menorah, and I walk over to Jewish people. I go over to people and say, "Excuse me, are you Jewish?" And they say, "Yeah, whatever. Do you have a menorah?" Many don't. So there's one non-Jewish lady, and she goes like this, "Oh, I love being Jewish one day a year." And I go, "Really?"
Oh boy.
And she goes and says to me, "On December 25th." And I go like this, "Oh, that's so nice." I says, "What makes it so Jewish?" It says, "The only day that my family has a custom of eating bagels and lox for breakfast." And I said, "I didn't know that was the first breakfast."
That's not one of the mitzvahs?
No, it's not, but I'm telling you, it's amazing. I said, what is it about bagels and lox that makes it Jewish?
Well,
I want to know, what makes bagels and lox Jewish?
Do you remember they were going to make lox not kosher like a year ago? It was a big up. Do you remember that?
You remember about that? Yeah, with the parasites and everything.
Yeah.
So what happened?
What happened is that, they got the lobbyists and they paid the rabbis off and now it's kosher.
Now it's kosher. That's all
God.
I'm
I'm
saying.
teasing.
There you go.
I'm
He's
teasing, I'm
joking.
teasing.
He's
It's a
just
joke.
joking.
Joke.
Anyway.
And so it was a big week. A lot of things happened. A lot of vandalism. A lot of people were assaulted.
What's with the menorahs? Leave the menorahs alone. A lot of people don't know is that what is the greatness about Hanukkah? Hanukkah is that the Syrian Greeks, they wanted to go and get the entire world to follow their religion. So they came to Israel, which had a monotheistic religion, and the Jews went and said, "We don't want to have Zeus, we don't want to have Apollo." So what happened was they brought 120,000 soldiers. The Jews fought back. That's the story of Hanukkah we all know. So the first freedom of religion war, that leave me alone and we can serve God the way we want, is the holiday of Hanukkah. So all of a sudden, you have all of these people that can't stand other religions. The holiday of freedom of religion, the most beautiful American holiday, is the holiday of Hanukkah, man,
Yeah.
I mean, look what we do for the economy. 8 days of presents.
8 days.
I mean,
Right.
Obama should put up 20 menorahs just around the White House. What we do for the economy. 8 days, not 1 day, 8 days. No, but I'm talking serious. So how many times did we read all over in the news that people went and put swastikas this year on the menorahs?
There was a lot of vandalism. I wanted to start off talking about what was going down in Indiana University.
Tell me what happened in Indiana.
So in Indiana University, a rock was thrown through the
Chabad house. Yes.
But it happened
a couple of weeks ago. I forgot
Yeah,
about it.
and it also happened in 2007. They
Yes.
vandalized the Chabad
Yes.
house. So now, is it like what's happening at the UC campuses? Is it Muslim Student Union? What's going on in Indiana?
Here's the scoop.
Yeah.
Scoop.
No, the hottest group on campus today is Chabad. It used to be the Hillel House. Now all of a sudden the Chabad House, as a lot of people are starting to recognize, is the Hillel House is more like, okay, let's get together, and they put a little chicken and kugel on the table, and that's the Friday night.
Right.
At Chabad House, it's become, no, seriously, ask any kid on campus. The place for really having Jewish excitement. We have a husband and a wife with little children around the Shabbos table, and then about 50, 60 college kids. So it's all of a sudden becoming a very strong force of Jewish positive identity. And we're talking about kids that didn't even go to temple growing up for bar bat mitzvah. So now all of a sudden, when Jewish people are starting to hear, hey, the Chabad is giving Jewish pride, and now all of a sudden people are starting to stand up for Israel. So instead of going after the person with the mouth, you go to the source. So unfortunately, there are those that, but you want to know something? It's like the New York Yankees. When you're number one, everybody wants to chop you down.
So do you think that the people from the Hillel house threw the rock in the Chabad house?
No. You don't understand.
I'm just saying.
No. The Hillel house wouldn't do it. You know why?
Why?
Why destroy the place that they come for dinner also? Come on.
But really, what's going on in Indiana? Is there something going on? Because this is twice in a week.
It's going to, like you said, it's going on all the campuses.
But no, at the UCs, it's well documented that it's the Muslim student union.
I'm telling you what goes on in Irvine, what goes on.
That's what's going on in Irvine.
I'm talking serious.
Yeah.
It's not only that. And guess who's giving the biggest money to all these universities? There are two groups that are giving money. The biggest donors to these people is everybody knows, is that Saudi Arabia, and a lot of these people are starting to give a lot of money. And so we got to be nice to the bad people that destroy the fabric of our American society. And of course, there's a lot of Jewish people also that give money. They're the alumni to these universities. And they go say, it's all good, you know, these Jewish people keep going to give money because it's a place for free speech. You want to know something? If a few Jewish people start holding their wallets to these universities and start saying, this is my alumni, I'm embarrassed. I mean, go look at UC Irvine and see how many Jews on a yearly basis keep on pumping money into it.
Well, UC Irvine is even bigger than the Indiana story, right? Because the Muslim student groups, they got kind of suspended, but they formed a different group, and they're still doing things. And then the president of all the UCs, he held a meeting, and basically he said there's nothing you can do about it.
There is nothing you can do about it because all you need is one student on campus to be able to bring in any group, and then all of a sudden that group mushrooms into a table, and all of a sudden that table moves into confrontation. And you got to realize something, and a lot of people know this. The Muslims, we're talking about the ones that love getting into your face.
Right.
They love having confrontation. Chaos is where they win, because the moment that you have people screaming back and forth, what are you going to say? What are you going to go and say like this? Oh, you're a Muslim. They're going to say this. This is my freedom of speech. This is how beautiful America is. And all of a sudden, you become like, I have to let them talk. And let me tell you something. Judaism has a whole different perspective on speech. Nothing bad about other people may be spoken. It's called evil gossip. It's about changing the world. We Jews have to become a light upon the nations. We Jews have to go and start saying to America, evil speech is not documented in free speech. Because free speech does not mean that you can go and terrorize people with words that they can be walking down a campus and say, I didn't do anything wrong. All I said was.
And that's the big debate: free speech, hate speech, and that's what's going on at the UC campuses. Where the Muslim student union is putting out in publications, anti-Semitic stuff.
It's all PC.
Why can't the Chabadniks come out then and be like, "Yo, what's up?"
Well, it all started with Michael Oren, the Israel ambassador, was speaking, and the Muslim student union disrupted the whole thing.
Chabad, the beauty that everybody loves about Chabad is that we don't speak in protests. We speak in actions. We go to old people, like we have here in Los Angeles, one of the most beautiful drug rehabilitation centers. We bring in Jews and non-Jews. Chabad on campuses, when Jews and non-Jews have problems, they know they can go to a rabbi that they can go and speak to. Many times non-Jewish people actually go to the Chabad rabbis for counseling. I know about it, I know from my own congregation. I have intermarried people from the other faith. The non-Jew would come to us and say, please help me. We show through actions. We do God's work in a beautiful way. We're like Abraham. We don't go protesting. We invite you in, we have dialogue, we educate, and we feed you. And through the love of education, and through the love of accepting of who you are, people all of a sudden have an open mind and are able to go and see these things. But if you're going to go and say like this, hey, let's get them rabbis out there and start busting chocolate, that's not, you know what I mean? That's not what Chabad is. Chabad is taking the work of what Abraham did. Abraham peacefully went, opened up tents, and went and educated people. Unfortunately, not all the sons of Abraham take the same route. By the way, I want to get one more thing here before we get to the break.
We got to go to the break.
You ever notice you go to a synagogue, and the rabbi's talking, or they're reading the Torah, and you actually realize that I'd rather be in a dentist chair having root canal than sitting in one of these services. I'm talking serious.
Yeah.
So how does a person actually enjoy the services? And unfortunately,
laughing gas.
So I created something. Laughing gas. I should get that for my audience. It's not a bad idea. No, so I created something in my services. It's every Saturday at 11 o'clock. I wish more people did it. I even have created a postcard.
Yeah, show us.
Show us.
This is a thing called Torah Entertainment. Torah Entertainment.
Love it.
If anybody wants to go and while the reading of the Torah and literally mind unbelievable life lessons, spirituality, but you're laughing, you're having a great time. This has brought more Jews back to Judaism because I don't go and give the phony baloney jazz. I give the authentic teachings of what Judaism is all about.
That's why you're here.
And I'm talking seriously. People are starting to go like this. I'm not Orthodox. I'm not conservative. I'm not Reform. I just want to know. Come for Torah Entertainment.
Yes, Rabbi Mentz, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a great week.
We will be right back with Eastern Conference champions.
Coming up next on James and Sunda, from the Twilight Eclipse soundtrack, Eastern Conference champions.